In Britain, their State Department is called the Foreign Office, and they're teaching their employees that the future of Gaza is to be ruled by Hamas. Yeah, you heard me. In spite of that being contrary to the British government's policy, because they declared Hamas a terror organization. But the Foreign Service Office knows better. I was looking at Britain's Foreign Office, which is the same as our State Department. They just had an event, this was last week, where they're teaching their staff. I mean, Britain's a big country. They've got a big staff in their State Department. And they're teaching their staff that Hamas, the slaughtering terror organization we've been talking about for 20 minutes, is, quote, a moderate faction essential to the future of the Gaza Strip. And they're also teaching their staff that Israel is a colonialist white nation state. Are you hearing me? The talk was led by 4 academics, all professors, and they said that Hamas, which seized control of the Gaza Strip in 2007 and has been killing everybody ever since that even speaks out. I've got videos I saw today where Hamas gunmen are going down the street shooting people that are not paying for the free aid being brought in by Israel, the EU, the United States, and so on. You have to buy the free food from Hamas with whatever money you have stored at home.
Right.
Shooting them in the streets. I've got the videos. Go on YouTube. They're there.
Yep.
If you care. This idiotic State Department, they call it the Foreign Office in Britain, is saying there cannot be a future in Gaza without Hamas. And Hamas must be available for the purpose of governing in the future. They are simply a political movement. Let me show you a video they posted a few weeks ago. Every single one of those girls was at the Nova Music Festival. They've all been brutally raped, some of them gang raped, some of the gang rapes videotaped and posted. I will never show them. I have seen them, and they are the most horrific things you've ever seen. That's Hamas, this progressive social movement that the Foreign Office in Great Britain says ought to be governing Hamas. This is the same movement that Judith at Berkeley thinks is a great idea. It's the same organization that first idiot, Ella Emhoff, wants to raise money for their alignment with UNRWA. How disgusting is that?
It really
The
is.
State is calling them terrorists is unhelpful.
I want to interject on what you were talking about, them bringing the food to the Gaza Strip and have the free food, mind you. And then they're having to turn around and pay for the free food that they're getting. This guy, he was basically somewhat complaining, but not complaining, because he was showing like the MRAs, they're MRAs, right?
MRI.
That they MRIs.
I'm sorry. MRE. Meals ready to eat.
Yeah. So he was showing the different ones, and he's saying that he had to pay for it. It came free, but he had to pay for it. And I put a comment, this was on X. I put a comment, I said, he's leaving out the fact that he had to buy it from Hamas. Israel put it in there for free, but he had to buy it from Hamas. Barry, so many people started attacking me, saying that's not true, that's not true. They're saying he's from Canada. So why is he in Canada to get an MRE? He's in Canada? I mean, really, do you even see what you're saying? I mean, it's like the propaganda that is lying. He's in Canada. Oh, he's in Canada? And he's paying for free food in Canada? What's going on in Canada? Is Canada being invaded too? What's going on? So they just make up the propaganda as they go along. And really quick, if I can make another statement about this, Barry, there was a press conference with the Pentagon the other day when they were talking about these MREs going into the location of the Gaza Strip. And they were saying, it's in English. They have a problem with it being in English on the packaging.
Wait. Back up. Are you saying these starving people being fed by the United States,
Yes.
right, don't
Yes.
want to eat the food because the food is labeled in English because it came from America. I
Right.
paid for it, so did you.
Right. And they want to make sure that there's no pork products in it. I mean, I get it. Right? I mean, I get it. But when you're starving, I mean, food is food. I'm not, I'm not saying that you need to force someone to eat something, not at all. But I've had conversations with people that I've worked with in the past that were Muslim. And I asked the question, I said, when you don't have any food and and there's nothing coming, but you have a pig, what do? He said, well, you eat the pig.
Same,
I mean, it is what it
the
is.
same in Judaism. If you're kosher, the Bible says your first responsibility is to stay alive, right? And then you can figure out a better solution. But look, these people are so entitled.
Yes,
Been living on
that's
the
exactly what it
charity
is.
of the world since 1948, and the vast majority of them just don't work. They collect
Yeah.
money. They live on the charity of the United Nations, of the European Union, of America and Israel. Look, I'm the only one you know that's been there. I've been at the gate as it's opening, and there's 150 semi-trailers lined up bringing in food every single day from Israel. And then the pipes are bringing in the water, and the wires are bringing in the power, and they're running the sewage treatment plant, and nobody cares. It's the biggest charity outfit in the world supporting these people, and they repay it by slaughtering their benefactors. And believe me, if they could come here and kill us, they would.
Yep. Yep.
Not
Well, actually, it kind of looks like that operation is taking place right now. If you want to talk about the border.
We will very shortly.